All right, here we go. Exterior and interior angles. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
All right, let me just zoom in a little bit. All right. All right, does this stuff look familiar to you?
A little bit.
Okay, all right, so let's just start going over some of these questions. All right, so number one, how do we find the angle B? How many degrees would that be?
Um, 8 plus 36.
How do we find what angle B is?
You add 68 and 37.
Okay, 68 plus 37 is what? 8 plus 7?
15.
Yep, 5 and carry the 1. 1 plus 6 plus 3, how much?
10.
Yep, okay, so 105. So what would this one have to be?
105.
Well, this one plus this one is 105, right? So this
Uh-huh.
one would be 180 minus 105. What's 180 minus 105?
175.
Just 75, right? Just 75, right? 105 plus 75 would equal 180, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember the three angles added together have to give you 180. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number two, what would they want angle T? What's this angle right here?
Mm, I'm not sure.
Okay, let's back up. What would this angle be?
155 no, 180 minus 155.
Okay, good. And what's 180 minus 155?
25.
25, good. So this is 25 here, 25 degrees. That's 50. So how much does this have to be?
Is it 25 plus 50?
That's part of it. So what's 25 plus 50?
75.
Okay, good. So these two together is 75. So how much does this have to be for all three of them together to be 180? 180 minus 75 is 105, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like this question right here, 105. So T is 105, 105 degrees.
Hmm?
All right. So just remember that the three angles added together on the inside is 180. Okay. And then in a case like this, number two, remember that this is a straight angle right here, right here. This is your straight angle. This is 180. So the two of them together have to give you 180. Those two together have to give you 180. So this was what, 25? 155 and 25 is 180. Okay, so what about three? How are we going to do three?
Oh.
How are we going to find one, two, and three? Well, how can we find this one first?
Um, you add 45 and 70.
Okay, what's 45 plus 70?
Um, one 115.
Okay, good. 115. Now, what does the third angle have to be for all of them added together to give you 180? So
No, one.
115 plus x equals 180. What's x?
Um, what's X?
Yep. How do you solve for x here? 115 plus x is 180. So x has to be 180 minus 115. What's 180 minus 115?
65.
65, good. This is 65. So angle 2 is 65, that one's 65 degrees. Have you guys done parallel lines yet?
No.
No? All right, I think you guys will study that later on. So let's just leave it at that right now, okay?
Okay.
Let me ask you this. If you add these three angles together, what's the measure?
180.
180. Why?
Because it's a straight line.
Yeah, this is a straight line right here, right? Straight line right there.
Mhm.
Okay, good. All right, you'll study parallel lines later on in class.
Okay.
We'll come back to those ones. All right, number 4. Let's see what we can do at number 4. Okay, so see, all right, let's just discuss it right quick. See how there's a 75 here?
Yeah.
And see these lines right here?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Does that mean parallel? No.
Yes. What does parallel mean? Yep.
Um, two lines that don't like touch each other.
They run side by side.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that if this is 75, this is 75. If this is 50, this is 50. Okay. So if this is 50, this is 75. What is this one?
Mm, it's 50 plus 75, right?
Yep. Which is what?
125.
Good. So these two added together is 125. So what does this have to be?
180 minus 125.
Exactly. Which is what?
55.
Okay, so A is 55. That one's good. Let's see what else they want. They want C. Where's C? So C's right here. That's 50. And D, where's D? D is this angle right here. That angle right there is what do you think angle D is?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, for angle D, that would be now see these lines right here. Oops. Okay, so we have another set of parallel lines right here. See this line, see this arrow right here, and this
Yeah.
arrow right here.
Yeah.
That means that AC, read it like this, AC is perpendicular to DB. So that means that if this is 50, if this is 75, D has to be, if I extend that, what would this angle right here be?
Um, is it 130?
Yeah, exactly, 130. 130 plus 50 is 180. What would this angle right here be?
Is it 50?
Yes. Why would that be 50?
Because those two are all no. Yeah, alternate interior
Okay,
angle.
yep, so those two would be equal, and then these two would be equal. So then
Yeah.
D would be the same thing as this one, 50. Okay, 50. All right, cool, good. But I don't want to get too much into that because you guys haven't studied that yet. All right, so let's move on. Okay, 2. All right, 5 you should be able to do. All right, what's angle? They want angle 1, which is this angle right here, and they want angle 2, which is that angle right there. How do we do that?
Mm, is angle 188?
No. Why do you say that? It's not.
Um,
It's not. How did you think angle 1 is 80?
because I forgot the name. Because it's on top of it.
Um, on top in the top left,
Yeah.
which one would be 88? Would it be this one or would it be angle 1?
Oh, the one that's on top
Exactly,
of the
this one
top.
because opposite. Okay, so this
Yeah.
one is 88. That one's 88 on the inside, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if that one's 88, then look, they gave us 34 here. So what would this one have to be?
Um, 34 plus 88.
All right, what's 88 plus 34?
120.
It's got to be 2. This is 2 right here, right? 2. Carry the
Oh,
1.
122.
122. Yep. So then if those two added together is 122, what do we do to find that one?
Huh?
What would angle B be? If 88
Um,
plus 34 is 122. Angle B
58.
would equal 58, exactly. 58. So if that's 58 there, have you learned, okay, see the parallel lines here? See that little tick right there and that little tick? That means those lines are parallel, then they never touch. So if this one is 58, this one has to be 58. Angle one is 58. So if this is 88 and this is 58, what does angle two have to be?
34.
Yes, exactly. Let's see if we add up those together. We get 180. So what number should I add together? Oh, I picked calendar, I meant calculator.
88, 34, and 58.
Yeah, add those three together and see what you get. I meant calculator, where's calculator? You have a calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, add those three together. 58 plus what?
34,
34 plus what?
58. Oh,
80.
88,
Yeah,
sorry.
88. We already, yeah, there's your 180, right? Angle two is, what did we say angle two was?
Angle 2 is 34.
34, yeah. Okay, so 34 degrees. Okay, good. You get the idea of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of just keep practicing these different questions, right? All right, so okay, so now look at six. Six is a little bit different, right? They want measure of angle one plus measure of angle two plus angle three. There's one, there's two, there's three. Okay, so how are we gonna do that one? Okay, so where's angle one? 1, 2, and 3 is when you add those three together, what do you get? This
1,
one,
2, 3.
this one, and this one. What?
180.
180, good. Because of what?
Because is it because it's a triangle?
Yes, the interior angles of a triangle. Yep.
Yeah.
So what about 4, 5, and 6? When you add those together, what do you get?
Like separately or together?
When you add them together.
Mm,
And then tell me what.
540.
540, how do you get that?
What I 180 3 times.
Okay, why would we add it 3 times?
Because the corner is supposed to equal to 180.
The what?
Like the 6 and the 4 and the 5 are supposed to equal to 180 because they're aligned.
Okay. Is it 180 here or is it 540?
Added together.
Yeah, right. See the add sign in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 180. It would be 180 because these two added together would be 180. These two added together would be 180, and these two added together would be 180. Now, on the first part, on this one right here, we know that the interior angles will be 180, 180, 180. So for example, this was 60. This was, oh, let me use a different number. If 2 was 60, if one was 40, what would angle 3 be? If this was 60, this was 40, what would this one be?
60.
Is 60, 60, and 40? What is 60, 60, and 40?
Oh, 60. 80.
Yeah, so this one's 80, okay? So those three added together will be 180, that's this condition. Now, if 3 is 80, what's 5? What would 5 be?
100.
Good. What would 6 be?
120.
Good. And what would 4 be?
140.
Okay, so let's add those together. That one, and that one. I think you were right. So what's 100, 120, and 140 added together?
100, 140, 240. 360.
360, okay, yeah, so it's 360. 360 degrees, okay? All right, so that was 6. Seven. Okay, how do we do 7? They want angle R. Where's R? I'm not angle R. Yeah. How do we find angle R there?
Um, T is T 90 degrees.
Yep, that little square means 90 degrees. Yep. What's
Um,
this one?
125.
Well, these two added to get this one and this one would be 125. So how do we find this one?
Oh, 125 minus 180.
The other way around. 180 minus 125 would be what?
55.
Okay, so if that one's 55, this one's 55. What's angle NOT? NOT. What's this one right here?
Mm,
If this is 35, if this one's 35, what does 35 plus this one have to equal?
180.
90. So it's kind of like this. There's your straight line, right? If this is 90, this has to be 92, which means this is 90. Or actually, sorry, I meant those two together is 90. The 35 and this angle have to equal 90. So what's 90 minus 35?
55.
Yeah, okay, so that one's 55, right? 55 and 35 is 90. So NOT is 55. That one's 55 too. NOR, NOR. What's this? What's that whole angle right there? NOR. Just add these two.
90.
90. Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. 8. Have you done similar triangles, congruent triangles?
No.
No. All that means is this angle is the same as this angle. This angle is the same as this angle. So if this is 45, this is 45. If this is 55, this is 55. So what's this angle? 55, 45. What does this one have to be?
80.
Yes, exactly. Those two together is 100, and then another 80 is 180. Okay, good. All right, so that's a review of some stuff we did last week, right? Let me find another sheet for us. What we did was interior angles, interior and exterior angles. Okay, let's see if we can find some worksheets. Have you studied complement angles and supplementary angles?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you add two complementary angles, what does it have to equal? Go to the whiteboard. Okay, so when we're talking about complementary angles, complementary and supplementary, right? Complementary. What does complementary mean?
Complementary means that it's added to Is it 360?
Not 360,
Oh, 90, 90.
90, 90, yep. So two angles. So two angles that add to how much?
90.
That add to 90 degrees. Add to 90 degrees. What about supplementary?
Two angles that add to 180.
Yeah, exactly. Two angles that add to 180 degrees. So give me an example of two complementary angles.
Um, um, a right angle.
Okay, that's one angle though, right? So when two angles added together have to give you 90. So give me two angles that added together. So this plus this degrees equals 90 degrees. So give me an example there. Two numbers,
60 and 30.
60 and 30. So we would say 60 and 30 are complementary angles. What's another one?
Mm, 40 plus 50.
40 degrees plus 50 degrees. Can we have a case like this? Does this make sense? Okay, so 90 degrees here. Can we have 0 degrees and 90 degrees?
No,
Why not?
because it can't be 0 degrees.
What does 0 degrees look like?
Nothing.
Exactly. Right? So if you draw your XY, this will be 90 degrees, right? The whole thing from here to here. 0 degrees would just be just this line itself. Okay. Well, you'd still say these are complementary. Yeah, these are still complementary. These first two, 0 and 90. Okay, supplementary. Give me two examples of supplementary angles.
100 plus 80.
Exactly. Yep. 180. Give me one more.
120 minus, no, 120 plus 60.
Yeah. So 120 and 60 are complementary or supplementary?
No, supplementary.
Supplementary. Supplementary, 180. Okay. All right. Let me go back to the sheet there. Stop sharing that. Find the okay, here, let's try this one. All right, this one right here. All right, see what it says? Interior and exterior angles worksheets. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, so look what it says. Find the complements of the following angles. What's the complement of that one?
10.
What is that? Yep, 10, good. What about this one?
60.
What about this one?
45.
What about this one?
0.
Good. Now, supplements of these ones.
177.
Yep, good. This one?
167.
167 plus 13 is 180. Good. This one?
15.
And 4?
52.
Good. Exactly. Yep, that's the idea. All right, let's see what it says. Can two complementary angles be equal? If yes, give an example. So how much do we have to add when we're talking about complementary?
90.
Okay, so can we have two angles that are the same when we add them together? It's 90?
No.
Yes, we can. What's the one example?
Um, oh,
What's,
45.
there you go,
45.
45. Yep, 45 and 45.
Yes.
So those are the same, right? And
Yeah.
when we add them, it's 90. So that's the one example. Do we have another example like that? When we add two numbers together that they're 90? They're the same number?
No.
No, no. Okay, 4 in the figures given below, find the value of the missing angle. So we know this is 125, we know this is 45. So what's this part?
Mm, 10. No.
How do we get 10?
I did 180 minus 125 minus 45.
Okay. One thing's wrong with that. That's when we're talking about triangles, right?
Yeah.
When we're talking about triangles, that one plus that one plus that one have to equal how much?
180.
180. Now, we're not talking about a triangle in this case. We're talking about a circle, a full circle.
Oh.
So this is 180 here. When we go all the way around one revolution, how many degrees?
360.
360. So same thing. See this circle right here is your circle right here.
Uh-huh.
So the whole thing has to be 360. So take your 360, subtract off this. That's what this part is. Get it?
190. Yeah.
Okay, so those two together is how much? Those two together is what, 170?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. 190. So this part right here would be 190. Yeah, this part right here, there to there would be 190. 190 plus 45 plus 125. Well, these two together is how much again?
170.
Yeah, so 170 plus 190, that's where the 360 comes from. Okay. Now, what about this angle right here? How much is that? How much is that right there?
Mm,
How would you find this one?
oh, you subtract 360 to all those.
Yeah, 360 minus 162 minus 104 minus 34. What is that?
60.
Is that 60? What's that plus that plus that?
Mm,
30. These two together is how much? These two together is
190.
196, right?
Yeah.
190. Okay, so now 196 and 104 is how much?
Mm,
300?
yeah.
Okay, so how much left over to go to 360?
60.
Yeah, there you go, 60. This piece right here would be 60. Let's check that right quick. Calculator. Where's the calculator? So what number should I add here again? Make sure this is 360. 360 minus what?
162,
Yep, minus
104,
104 minus
34.
34 is 60. There's your 60. Okay, good. All right, let's erase that. Okay, let's see what this one says. 5, two complementary angles are such that the measure of one is twice the measure of the other. Find the angles. How are we gonna do that one? How much does these add to?
90 degrees.
90 degrees, yep. Okay, so two complementary angles, so one angle there, one angle there. When you add them, it's 90. Angles are such that the measure of one is twice the measure of the other. So what are the two angles? One is double the size of the other.
Mm. Is it 30 and 60?
Yes, it's 30 and 60. Yep, 30 plus 60 is double 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's how you do it. How else could we do it? What if it wasn't double? What if it was, say, 5 times or 6 times as big? How would we do it?
Um,
We would just say X. That's the first one. And then what would this one be? Double the size of that. What's double the size of X?
2x,
2X, yep. So what's X plus 2X?
3x,
3X, so 3X equals 90. So what would X be? Divide both sides by 3,
30,
30. So that's how you got the first one, right? There's your first one. And then what's double this?
6,
That's how you get that's how you get the 30 and the 60, okay? So it's, what I'm trying to say is use the algebra. If this was a little bit harder, we would use algebra. Set up an algebraic equation. Okay. All right, that's 5. Okay, 6. 6 as high school material. We'll skip that for the time being. 7. All right, let's talk about 7. Well, what grade are you in again?
9th grade.
All right, yeah, you're 9th grade, right? You have you learned this yet? Opposite angles, interior angles,
Yeah.
you have learned that. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, what can you tell me about angle 1 and angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4? Tell me what angles are equal each other.
Um,
Start with angle 1.
1,
1 is equal to what?
angle 7,
Angle 7. How do you know that?
because they're alternate exterior.
Okay, let's write the reason. Alternate exterior. Okay, so 1 equals 7. What else does 1 equal?
8
1 equals 8. Where's 8?
on the
Right here.
bottom.
Okay, so if 1 and 7 are the same, we could write 1 there, right?
Yeah.
Would these two be equal? 8 and 1?
No. Oh, yeah.
They would be equal?
No, they wouldn't be.
No, they wouldn't be equal, right? So if here's your angle 1, we're saying that those two are the same. Okay, that's true. Which one of these 3 would 1 also be equal to?
3.
3. Why?
Because they're, is it because they're congruent? I forgot the name of that one.
Not congruent. Congruent only deals with triangles. Congruency, when we talk congruency, we're only talking about triangles.
Oh, sorry. Corresponding.
What does
No.
corresponding mean again?
Corresponding means they're on the corresponding means they're on the same side, but one is in the interior and one is in the exterior.
Okay, so they're on the same side, but one is interior, one is exterior.
Yeah.
Did you ever learn opposite angles?
No.
So this angle and this angle would be the same because opposite angles. I think they call it something different in school nowadays. What'd you call it a minute ago?
What did I call it before?
Yeah, 1 and 3 would be the same because of what?
Um, I have no idea. I don't know.
I learned it as opposite angles. I knew it all these years as opposite angles. What did you say a minute ago? They're on the same side and they're interior or exterior. What is that called?
That's corresponding, but
Correspond?
corresponding would be 1 and 5. I messed it up.
1 and 5. Oh, okay. 1 and 5, 2 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 and 3 would be the same because of opposite. So let's see here. That would be 1, right? We 7 would be 1. What other one would be equal to 1? There's one more.
Angle 5,
Angle 5. Why?
because those two are corresponding.
Corresponding. Okay, so those 4 are the same corresponding. Okay, corresponding. So let's draw this again. Let's do it like this. Okay, so this one is the same as this, as this, as this. Okay, now tell me about angle 2. Angle 2 is the same as what? This one.
Angle 2 is the same. You want me to tell you all of them or just
Yeah,
one?
all of them, and then we'll write the reasons.
Okay. 4,
Angle 4y.
because it's opposite.
Opposite, yep, opposite. Okay, what else?
Angle 6,
Good, why?
because it's corresponding.
So 2, 4, 6, this one's corresponding, and then what else?
And 8,
And why 8?
because that is 2 and 8 are alternate exterior. Yeah.
Alternate exterior? Alternate exterior. Yep, good. Good. Yep. I learned it like this back in the day. I learned it like this. Those two would be same. Those two would be the same. Those two would be the same. And then same idea in red, say oh no, let's say blue. Those two would be the same. Those two would be the same. Those two would be the same. But that's exactly what we have here, though. Oh, I forgot 8, right? This should be 8. That's exactly what we have here. Okay. All right. Annotate, erase. Any questions on that?
No.
Looks like you understand that pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Geometry, angles, interior angles, exterior angles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what number 7 says. Find the missing angles in the given figures. How are we going to do this one? They don't even give us any angles. How are we going to do this one?
I don't know how to do this one.
Okay, so how many exterior angles do we have? How many interior angles do we have?
You have 6 exterior angles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then 6 interior angles, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we add up the interior angles, what measure should we get?
180.
No, 360. 360. So if we add up this, 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 and this, we'll get, actually, I'll say X. X, how many interior angles do we have again?
6.
So 6X equals what?
360.
Okay, so what's X? Divide both sides by 6.
360 divided by 0.
6. 360 divided by 6.
Yeah. 60.
60. So each of these is 60. If all the interior angles are 60, what are all the exterior angles? If this is 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, what is the exterior angle? What's this angle right here? If this is 60, how much is this one?
It has to be equal to 180.
180.
Right?
Yeah, so 120, 120. Yeah, when you add them, they have to equal 180.
Yeah.
So that's 6 120s, right? Find the missing angles of the given figure. So exterior, so this is interior. Interior angle equals what? 60. Exterior angle equals what?
120.
120. There you go. Degrees. So remember to put the degree symbol there, right? Because remember, 60 degrees does not equal 60. Those are two different things, right? Just like 120 does not equal 120 degrees. Those are two different things. So make sure you write the degree sign, okay?
Okay.
Don't forget the degree sign. Erase that. Okay. Okay, work out the unknown angles made by the parallel lines CD and AB. Okay, so look, we have parallel lines there. What is angle Y? What is angle Z?
Is Y 21?
Yes. Yep. What's this angle then? Or what's Z?
33.
This one's 33. Okay, so we got, okay, so now we got Y, we got Z. What's X?
147.
Exactly. 180 minus 33. Yep, good. All right, let's see what 9 says. State whether true or false. All right angles are equal. Is that true? False?
True.
Okay, yeah. True. A triangle can have two right angles.
False.
False, yeah. Can't have two 90s. An interior and exterior angle of a polygon across a vertex are complementary. What does that mean? So we did one like this a minute ago. The interior of a polygon. You know what a polygon is?
Yeah.
We just had one up here somewhere. Yeah, here's a polygon. This shape right here. So let's see what it said. Interior and exterior angle of a polygon across a vertex are complementary. Across a vertex. Okay, so this is what that means. Across a vertex. It means that like vertex. This is a vertex, 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 like that, right? So they say across a vertex. So they mean like, did it say interior or exterior? The interior and exterior angle of a polygon across a vertex are complementary. So when we add two complementary, how much does it add equal to?
Mm,
Two complementaries added together is 90
180.
or 180?
180. Oh no, 90, 90.
Yeah, complementary is 90. So would this be true or false? Or was it? The interior and exterior angle of a polygon across a vertex are complementary. So going back here, across a vertex, it means like these two and these two. The interior and exterior across a vertex would be those, would that be complement? When you add them, would it be 90?
No.
No, it'll be 180, right?
Yeah.
That one's false. Annotate, erase. Okay, so where are we? What's the next one? Vertically opposite angles are equal. Is that true?
Yeah.
Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Can you give me an example? How can we draw that as an example? Means like this one and this one. Vertically, right? Vertically just means up and down.
Yeah.
Here's your up and down. Vertically opposite angles are equal. That one's true. True and false. Okay. All right, 10. In the given figure, explain the reason angle A measures 55. Also, write the relationship between B and C, B, D, and 55. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. All right, how would you do part one? Actually, no, let's go back here. In the given figure, explain the reason angle A measures 55. Why is A 55? So this is 55 here. Why?
I'm not sure.
Did you guys learn Z pattern, F pattern? It's kind of like what we talked about earlier. It'll be this angle right here would be this angle right here. This angle right here would be this angle right here. What's that called? This one. Which one is that called? Opposite what?
Interior.
Yes,
Angles?
opposite interior. So I'll show you where the Z pattern is. Back in the day when I learned it, they said Z pattern, but it means it's just different words for the same thing. So here's your Z pattern. Here's your Z. It could go either way. It could go this way, or it could go this way. This angle would be this angle. This angle would be this angle. So there's your Z pattern. There's your Z, right? Let me draw it again. It's a backwards Z. Right here. So this angle right here would be this one right here. So that's why A is 55. This is 55 degrees. Okay, so that's the first part. Also, write the relationship between angle B and angle C. What's the relationship between angle B and angle C? Angle B is this one. Angle C is this one. There's another Z right there, right?
Yeah.
Right here. Here's your Z. So we know this angle and this angle would be equal. So they'd be the same angle. So what's the relationship between B and C? B equals C. And what's the reason?
Because they're inside the Z.
What did you say before I told you about that Z pattern? You said opposite
interior.
Opposite interior angles. Opposite interior angles. Okay. Angle B, D, and 55. So what about those three? What do you know about those three?
They equal 180.
And what's that angle?
What's angle?
E plus D plus 55 equals how much?
180.
180. Good. And then do we know B or do we know D? If A is 55, if this one is 55, how much is this one? How much is C?
Is it 57?
Yeah, 57. Okay, so if this one's 57, this one's 55, how much is D?
68.
68. If you add 68, 57, and 55, is that 180?
Yeah.
Okay. So if this is 55, this is 68. What do we know about this angle right here, B?
It's equal to C.
Good. Yep. So when we add these three together, we get 180, right? 57, 68, 55. Yep. Okay, good. I forgot to tell you about this pattern here. We didn't see an example like this, but let me tell you about this one. Okay, let's just review those patterns that we talked about. Okay, so we have the F pattern. It could go like that way, or it could go that way. So this one would equal this one. This one would equal this one. What's that called again?
Corresponding.
Corresponding. So that's F pattern. Now you have the Z pattern this way and this way. So this one would equal this one. This one would equal, okay, what's the reason here?
They're alternate interior.
Alternate interior angles. Now, do you know any more? Which other ones do you know?
Which one?
Like, the C pattern. Do you know C pattern?
No.
No? That one would be like, okay, I'm not going to tell you about that one. Just understand these two, like the diagrams and which one's which and the reason. And then you know opposite, right? Opposite is the easy one, right? This one would be this one, and then this one would be this one. And then these two would be 180, and these two would be 180. That one you know. Let's see what else we got. There's a C pattern too, but that one's less common. C pattern. Press 10. Oh, that was it. All right, let's skip down a little bit. Let's go to 7 right here. Okay, so what's angle E?
Um,
What's this one?
would I'm not sure.
Okay, how will we find this angle right here?
180 minus 117.
Which is how much?
63.
63, yeah. So if that one's 63, what does this one have to be?
Um, 77.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, you know how to do it. 77. Good. All right, let's see what the next one says. Check whether the given lines are parallel or not. So they're talking about this line right here and this line right here. How can we prove those are parallel?
I don't know.
If this is 57, what other angle is 57 here? This one, or this one?
The third one?
The third one, this one. Why?
Because they're opposite.
Opposite, okay, that's true. This one's 57, this one's 57. What else is 57?
The line on M.
The what?
The one next to one. The line next to 123.
This one?
Yeah,
Okay. Why is that 57?
because those two. Because it's
So look right here.
corresponding.
Yeah, exactly. There's your Z pattern. So this one and this one would be the same. What's the reason?
Because corresponding.
Corresponding. Yep. So with those, so when we add these two together, what do we get?
180.
So are those lines parallel?
Yeah.
We say L is parallel to M because these two angles form a straight line. 123 plus 123 plus 57 is what?
180.
180. And 180 is a straight line, right? 180 degrees. And what's the measure of a straight line? What's the angle measure of a straight line? 180. So if these two added together is 180 and a straight line measures 180, then we know that's a straight line. Okay, good. All right, let's see what else we got. 8. Okay, exterior angles of a polygon always add up to something. The angles around a point always add up to something. Each interior angle of a regular quadrilateral is that. Sum of the exterior angles of an irregular pentagon is that. All right, let's come back to number 9. Let's do 10. What is x there? What's this angle right here?
Um,
This one would be 180 minus what?
180 minus 64 and 45.
Yep, which is what?
Mm,
These two together is how much? 109? So what's 180 minus 109?
71.
71, yeah, so 71. So if this is 71, what's this angle right here?
109.
Yeah, exactly, 109. So if we add up that one, and that one, we should get 180, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, that was 10. Let's go back to 9. 9. Exterior angles of a polygon always add up to what? Remember that one?
Yeah, 360.
Exterior angles, okay, 360. The angles around a point always add up to.
I don't know.
That means like this. There's your point. So what's this measure right here?
360.
360. Each internal angle of a regular quadrilateral, you know what a quadrilateral is?
Yeah.
So something like this. Something like that, right? This is parallel to this, and this is wrong. That is parallel to that. Okay. Each internal angle of a regular quadrilateral is, what's this angle? This angle, this angle, this angle. What does that, those measure?
Um,
Each internal angle.
um, I don't know that one either.
Like that. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
90.
90. Yep. Sum of all exterior angles of a irregular pentagon. Irregular pentagon. You know what a pentagon is?
Yeah.
How many sides?
6 sides.
Pentagon, I think, is 5 sides. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a house. There's your pentagon. Okay, that's a regular pentagon. What's an irregular pentagon?
I don't know that one.
It's
I never
just
know.
it's just any five-sided shape. Irregular pentagon. All right, we'll skip that for the time being, anyways. Let's skip that. Irregular pentagon. It's just a 5-sided shape. Sum of all exterior angles, it will be. All right, actually, let's do that real quick. Okay, so five sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What would this angle be? Those would be 90. 90. Do you know what an obtuse angle is? Do you know what an acute is?
Yeah.
What's an obtuse?
It's higher than 90 degrees,
Bigger than 90 and less than what?
less than 180.
Yep, good. So it's between 90 and 180. So what's an acute angle?
It's between 90 and 0.
0 and 90. 0 and 90, yep. Okay, so would this be an obtuse or acute?
Obtuse.
It'll be obtuse. What would this one be?
Acute,
That one,
obtuse.
actually, let's Google, let's look up let me Google, pentagon. Oh, irregular pentagon. Irregular pentagon shape. Can you see Google?
Yeah.
So it looks something like that. It's five-sided. It's five-sided, but it's not in the shape of a house. It's five-sided that's like that one's a house just tilted on the tilted to the right. It's something like this. It's five sides, but they're not all equal. None of them are equal. So something, something crazy like that. Irregular pentagon, five sides, but it's not. Yes, there it goes. Regular versus irregular. See?
Mhm.
Something like that. So what was the question? The question was sum of all exterior angles of an irregular pentagon, I think is, what do you think?
Um,
That one plus this one plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle.
would it be 360?
It'll be either 360 or 5. Let's see here. I think it'll be higher than 360. Irregular pentagon, exterior angle sum. Well, so let's look at one of these. These are all five sides, right? 1, 2, 3, no, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So something like this pink one. 83 plus 80 is 163 plus that. Oh, it might be 360. I think you're right. Let's add that up. Add up, you have a calculator? Add up 83, 80, 35, 99, and 64. 83, 80, 35, 99, and 64. 361. Yeah, 360. I think I added one wrong somewhere. Seems like it's 360. 83 plus 80 plus 134 plus 64. 361. Am I doing that right? We had that right?
Yeah.
361. That'll be 360. Oops. Let me go back, get out of that. There's a little diagram to follow along. They want me to install something. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, so it's like this one. No, that's interior angles. Yeah, you're right here. Sum of exterior angles, 360. Yep. Yeah, it'll be 360. All right, let me stop sharing there. Stop sharing. Any questions on that stuff?
No.
What are you guys going to study this week in class?
Um, hold on.
Or do you know when your next test or quiz is?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so when you have a test or quiz, just let me know and we'll go over the review questions, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see here.